Yeah, this is late February 2023, and a lot of people are a bit worried about the government's decision of the 16th of February to scrap the golden visa. So in this video, we're going to look at the implications for this and how best to cope with the news from the Portuguese government. So let's get it right into the video. Very important stuff, this. So as they say in politics, socialists have great hearts and awful minds, or stupid minds if you prefer. And that very much applies to the Portuguese government in relation to their scrapping of the golden visa, which they announced on the 16th of February 2023. So the first thing I did is I contacted one of my lawyers who has hundreds of clients. And she said that clearly a lot of them were distressed. The main part was that about what's going to happen with the renewal, because the problem with the golden visas, unless you're in Cyprus, they're renewable? Are they going to be renewed, etc., etc.? And the bottom line is the government has said they're going to do this, but they haven't passed any legislation. And as my lawyer perfectly put, until there is clarification, until there is a new law, we have to work on the old law. But obviously she has to, has lots of different clients. The other factor to bear in mind, which is also very, very important, in Portugal, under the golden visa, you can have a golden visa that's not related to property. So you can have a golden visa investing directly into property. You can do hotel room investments and various different types of investment, hotel room investment. And you could invest in funds, in investment funds. And those investment funds could be invested in agriculture. There's one that I know is in the Douro region that invested in wine and agriculture. And clearly, the main reason for doing this is the housing market crisis. But taking investment away from agriculture and wine is clearly not a very, very good idea. Unfortunately, as I said, I don't think they've really thought this through, and we'll have to wait and see how it unveils in the meantime. But I'll also, to the flip side, I'll tell you a little story about myself, about why they're doing this, and the housing crisis that really is. I came here December 2020 and rented a very nice property from a very nice landlady for 18 months, and subsequently I've extended it to comply with my residency and so forth. And in essence, she's recently asked for the property back, and I started to look at other properties, and other properties that are similar are now 30% more expensive in rental income. So 30% in 2 years, that's 15% per annum. Now, I'm okay. I'll be able to manage it. I'll be able to manage, but there will be people out there who are on fixed incomes where there's no way their salary's gone up by 30% in 2 years. And that is the real issue. And that's probably more of a problem than the actual increase in the property values as such, because in most of these markets in the world, the properties have gone out of the range of most people to buy. That's nothing new. But when your locals can't even afford to rent property where they need to be, then you have a major problem. And that's the reason the government are choosing to act. But as I said, it is not it's the point being that they haven't really thought it through, and it doesn't really fix the issues. If you're going to have people, it's a bit like enjoying drugs but not enjoying the cold turkey. They want the money from people like me, with the NHR, the non-habitual tax regime. They want our money, but they don't want the problem that's going to cause it. Anybody like me that comes over is going to want to buy a property, right? Going to want to force it out, etc., etc. The biggest issue they need to fix is the housing market. But to fix the housing market, they will cause more harm to Portuguese people than is the actual housing crisis itself. Anyway, there's nothing that you and I can do about it, and we just have to do whatever the law gets changed, we just have to deal with it. But I'm pretty sure that you'll be okay. And the other thing to bear in mind, if you're still looking at a golden visa rather than currently in a golden visa, there are going to be other avenues like the D7 and the D3 that can really help you. So you'll still be able to come to Portugal. You'll still be able to, unless they cancel the NHR, the non-habitual tax regime, unless they cancel that, you'll still be able to come over on the tax benefits that Portugal offer. It just might not be with a golden visa. We just have to see how it all unveils. So my advice is not really to worry too much about it. And there's actually nothing we can do about it right now. And secondly, if you're thinking about doing a golden visa, the golden visa is still open, right? They're not going to close. They haven't said we're not accepting any more applications, because they have to pass a law to say we're not accepting any more applications. So if you're sitting on the fence, now would be the time to get off the fence if that's what you want to do. But there are plenty of avenues other than the golden visa to come to Portugal. I hope I've made sense to you. And my parting thoughts to you is really, do not be worried. Feel free to get in touch and reach out to me if you want any further advice. But really, you don't have anything to worry about as such. Well, not yet anyway. If they pass a draconian law, then we'll worry about the draconian law when they pass it. Okay, thanks for watching. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to receive more content just like this.
Thanks for watching the video, and please feel free to connect with me on my personal website, nickstewart.co. Really looking forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.